The Arena War update for Grand Theft Auto Online is one that is honestly unfortunately forgotten about when it comes to the game. A lot of the armored vehicles you rarely ever see driving around in the streets of Los Santos, but in today's video I'll be showcasing the 5 best of the armored Arena War vehicles. I'll be explaining why they've made each position in the list, and as well why you should actually double think about picking up some of these vehicles. I mean, sure, they're not the best. You can buy an Imani Tech vehicle, and if you want survivability, then sure, they will give you that. But if you want to be able to smash people out of your way because you have a massive plow, then Arena War vehicles are super fun. They feature mounted machine guns, they can drop mines, and even jump over semi-trucks. So I think they're actually incredibly cool. They're super unique. They feature different types of boosts like the shunt boost, and you can also apply a rocket boost, which allows them to accelerate and achieve higher top speeds than actually the most of any other cars in the game. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and let's start off in the first car, the Weenie Issi. The reason this vehicle is making the 5th place position is because it is by far the cheapest of the Arena War vehicles. The car itself costs around $360,000, and the upgrade is $1 million. When you add those two together, it's $1.3-ish million you're going to spend to turn it into an Arena War vehicle. Now, I should point out, upgrades on Arena War cars, especially if you don't actually complete the arena missions, are still expensive. You're probably going to be dropping at least another $1 million, maybe even $1.5 million, just giving it a plow, the machine guns on the roof, and the ability to, do a jump, stuff like that. The good news is you don't really need to purchase all the upgrades. Like, the machine guns are pretty useless. You're going to see that they don't really do a lot of damage. You can shoot at a car like this one in front of us, and you can shoot at it for a while. They're not the most damaging weapons. They're not bad, but you can't really aim where they go, so I wouldn't really suggest to mount them unless you think they look cool, because it is going to cost you a lot of money. The part of the vehicles that I really like is the plow. We got a semi-truck in front of us, and look at this! I mean, we just launched a semi-truck with a freaking Mini Cooper. That is absolutely insane. The plow on this vehicle will send cars out of your way easily, and because of that, it is just super fun to drive around in this dinky little car and send vehicles out of your way. You also drop mines. You can drop a couple different types. You got sticky, EMP, spike mines. I like the sticky mines. I think they're pretty cool just because they slow people down that are trying to chase you. And if you apply the actual boost to this vehicle, you can achieve a crazy good top speed of 125 miles per hour, making it faster than even a lot of sports cars, and this thing's a compact. So it's just a really fun vehicle in general, and for the price tag, I'd say it's definitely worth it to pick up. In the number 4 position, we have a tank, an absolutely epic looking tank, and one that is really fun to drive. A lot of the tanks in GTA are cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Rhino and the Conjali, they got awesome weapons, and they're very deadly. The only problem is they're kind of useless in the majority of situations. The Scarab is actually one of the only tanks I think is useful if you want to have some fun outside of trying to blow everybody up. First of all, this vehicle's actually fairly fast at a top speed of 75 miles per hour. I mean, sure, that's not Lightning McQueen speeds, but it's still decent for, a tank. It's actually not bad at all, especially when you're able to use the rocket boost and get upwards of 80 miles per hour. It's still very heavy, as you can see, pushes vehicles out of his way with no problem whatsoever. And I think my favorite part about this tank is that it is incredibly good at off-roading. I mean, you can see me here, I'm traversing these mountains with no troubles whatsoever. You got a super steep slope like this one in front of me, and as we can see, the Scarab literally makes quick work of this. Because it's a tank and it's got so much torque, I mean, it easily climbs up these mountains. You can even use a rocket boost if you want. I mean, that's really impressive. You can't find a Rhino or a Conjali doing something like this, especially so effortlessly. It's just one of the major reasons why I've always found this tank so fun. So it has pretty decent bulletproof protection. You'll notice that the front of this vehicle has metal panels all around the glass, and as you're going to see, if I actually shoot these metal panels, they are completely bulletproof. The bullets get stuck on them. So it is a pretty well armored vehicle. You're not going to be killed while driving it. Explosions are going to take a while to finish you off. It's not bad by any means, but I definitely wouldn't, say it's going to survive as well as an Imani Tech vehicle or an Insurgent Pickup Custom, because it's not. It's just a fun vehicle to mess around with. In third place, we're starting to make it to the vehicles that I think are absolutely fantastic and that you should always pick up if you get the opportunity to. Starting off, we have the Deathbike. This is one of the fastest motorcycles in Grand Theft Auto Online, achieving a whopping 150 miles per hour. Yes, you heard that right, 150. That is insanely fast, and it allows this vehicle to easily chew out the competition when making your way to point A from point B. A lot of the Arena War vehicles suck on handling, but as you're going to notice, this motorcycle is actually pretty good because motorcycles in general feature very good handling. So not only is this fast, but it also features a dual minigun, which as you can see is completely devastating. It will annihilate anything in front of it. And unlike the mounted machine guns, this one's actually pretty good due to the fact this vehicle's so low down, the machine guns are mounted at a perfect height to blow up really anything in front of you. So yeah, just once again, another great thing about the Deathbike. It's got speed, and it's got a super dangerous weapon. That's really all there is going for the bike. It doesn't have armor, because let's be real, it's a motorcycle. You're still gonna get blown up if somebody hits you with an RPG. Yeah, your helmet isn't really gonna save you all too much. But the motorcycle looks epic. Also, I should point out those little saw blades on the side. If you touch anything that is living with it, it will no longer be living. And here, you can watch the plows. There you go. I mean, you literally just tap somebody and you're gone. Enough with small vehicles. Let's move on to the largest in today's list, the Sasquatch. This is my favorite of all the Arena Wars. I would put it in first place, but I still think our first place pick is better. The Sasquatch is essentially, well, what if you took a monster truck and then gave it a plow, which will literally just flip everything in front of you? For example, let's just run into oncoming traffic. No problem. Giant semi-truck? No problem. I mean, it's a little insane what this vehicle can do. I've even been able to flip tanks out of the way with the Sasquatch. It is just ridiculous. Plus, with the rocket boost, it is able to achieve an insane, oh my god, that truck just got launched. But this vehicle is able to achieve 121 miles per hour and accelerate faster than a supercar because it's all-wheel drive. So not only does it have insane plow capabilities, which will literally launch cars into the stratosphere, as we can see, but it will also go faster than a lot of sports cars with the speed boost, and it even features decent handling. Plus, it has little launchers of grenades that you can put on the front, which will just move people out of your way. The vehicle is insane. I should also mention, because it's a monster truck, it is incredibly good at off-roading, as you would expect. So yeah, it's just kind of checking all the boxes. It can survive upwards of 4 explosions, so that means if an Oppressor Mark II or anything with missiles tries to blow you up, yeah, good luck. You're really gonna struggle to clear this thing out of the air. And yeah, it's just a super fun vehicle. It's not that expensive, as it's based off the Rat Rod, one of the cheapest vehicles to get on your hands, like 20 grand. I would highly recommend for anybody that just wants to have fun in Grand Theft Auto Online to pick up the Sasquatch, because this vehicle it's actually just insane. And to finish off today's video, in the first place position, we have the ZR380. This vehicle is, in my opinion, the best armored vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online. I've showcased it in previous videos why it is so good on armor. The first reason is very simple. This vehicle is completely bulletproof in the front. You can shoot at these little window panels, it does nothing. You will never ever cut through. So that means the only way to actually damage somebody driving the car is to shoot them through the side, because obviously you're not going to be able to shoot through the back either. It's impossible. So the ZR380 is incredibly well armored against bullets, but it's also pretty good against explosions, being able to survive upwards of 3 of them. So it's very good on explosions, it's good against bullets, and it is fast. Very, very fast. 140.5 miles per hour fast. That is absolutely insane, making it actually faster than even some of the HSW sports cars. The Ocelot Pariah, Italia RSX, get out of here. This car wants to have a word with you. Now, obviously, obviously you're not able to use Arena War vehicle in races. But to be fair, not a lot of people do races anymore. This vehicle is just super fun to drive. It has fantastic customization, and as I went over before, it's also got great armor and overall protection. So that is why the ZR380, in my opinion, is the best all-rounder of not only the Arena War vehicles in GTA, but even the most armored vehicles in the game. Hopefully, you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!